Yes, it's Friday the 16th of December. Uh, my name is Roy Anthony Mason. I need to talk to y'all, because there's some strange things going on that I've been fortunate enough to be able to, I guess, get away from, for lack of a better word, or the circumstances involves San Diego Police Department, citizens of the community of San Diego, and myself. Uh, Last night, first of all, I want you to understand that I'm homeless, right? And I live in a vehicle. I have a van, and I live in that van. Uh, I've been staying lately on East Mission Bay Drive in front of the San Diego Mission Bay Resort at 1775 East Mission Bay Boulevard. Uh, I'm noticing, and this has been going on for a while, this particular part I'm about to tell you about. The San Diego police helicopter escorts me around town, escorts me to this location that I sleep at. They follow me here and make sure I turn my car off and I park and I get in the van and go to sleep, or I'm not about to drive anymore. And this occurs every night. He goes in at 2:30. Most of the time I stay up late because of some weird things going on. Like I said, not only is the helicopter following me around, but you have individuals also. For instance, let me give you an example. Last night, wait a minute, let me give you the forest story before that. A couple of days ago, which would probably be like Tuesday, I was on Euclid and El Cajon Boulevard is Jack in the Box. I'm sitting there eating and listening to some music, watching video, whatever. And I noticed this silver Nissan Rogue parked a couple of blocks down, but facing me with his headlights on, right? And he's just sitting there, and he's just sitting there, and he's sitting there, and he's facing me. And then after a while, I looked up again. He seen me look at him again. He takes off. So I'm thinking, oh, he's gone. I'm thinking, I noticed he was looking at me, but I'm thinking he's stopped. He's gone. A few minutes later, I happen to glance backwards across the street in front of the tire shop that's also at El Cajon and Euclid on the northeast corner. I glance over my shoulder, and there is the same Nissan Rogue again, right? And he's sitting there watching me. So I said, "Let me see who this is." So I chased him, and I tried to catch up to him. He took off at a high speed. A high speed. He took off, and he lost me somewhere like Mission Gorge or something like that. So I'm like, okay, all right. So last night I'm over here, like I said, on East Mission Bay Drive. I'm relaxing, watching a video and stuff. And I noticed some headlights in back of me, like way back in back of me. And this area is at night it's pretty destitute. It's pretty empty. Nobody's really over here, right? So I see this and I say, oh, let me see who this is, right? So I look, and then there was I noticed in front of me, there was a cop. And he had on, first he didn't have on his red and blues. He just had on his headlights, and he was just sitting there, right, across the street from me, maybe about 50 yards down on the left side of the street from me. I'm on the right, he's on the left, if you're going north. And I seen that, and I said, damn, what's going on with this? Something's going on. He's been there a long time, right? Then all of a sudden, he turns on his red and blues, and he just leaves them on. He doesn't, turn them on like you would, like if you turning on the sirens and all that. It's just a red and a blue light on, real bright, just sitting there, right? So then this truck pulls up next to me, and I played it off like I was asleep, right? I said, let me see what's going on here. So I played off like I'm asleep, right? And so the dude in the truck, he pulls up next to me, and he tries to look to see if I'm awake or asleep, right? And then he goes like maybe 10 feet in front of me and does a U-turn and looks again. I play it off. I got my eyes squinting like this. You know how we do, black folks. I got my eyes squinting like this, like I'm asleep. But I ain't, right? I'm watching this shit, right? And the cop is sitting right there, saw this man do a U-turn in the middle of the street. He didn't do shit, right? Okay, so I said, damn, that was weird. Right, so I fire up my headlights, and I fire up the engine, the headlight and taillights come on. Right, so when I do that, the truck that had done the turn in front of me, he was parked in back of me now, and he fires up his shit, and then another car in back of him fires up, and I said, oh shit, who is this? Right. Now, I noticed this person earlier, but they cut off the lights, and I thought they were gone, right? Now, since the winter is here, or fall or whatever, the windows fog up a little bit at night, right? So I couldn't really see, right? And what happened was, it was the same silver Nissan Rogue that had been watching me over there on Euclid and El Cajon. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, this is this dude. I said, what the fuck? Right, so he flips a Yui. When he see me fire up my shit and flip a Yui, him and the dude in the truck, they both fire up their shits and they flip a Yui, right? So we going down East Mission Bay Boulevard till we get to over there, I think it's SeaWorld Drive, right? Bam, I catch him right there at the corner. I look him dead in his eyes. It's the same dude from the other day. I said, what the fuck is he doing over here? What the hell's going on, right? So we get on the freeway. Bam. The truck tried to block me so I couldn't get on the freeway, right? I get on the freeway, we flying. I ain't gonna lie, man. Everybody was breaking law. Everybody was doing at least 85, 90 miles an hour down the freeway, right? Bam, they thought they lost me, right? Because they jump on we were going down 5 South. They jump on the 94 East, right? And they thought they lost me, right? Bam, but I'm seeing them all. I'm watching them all the way, right? Bam, so when we get off the freeway, bam, dude in the truck, I pull up right next to him and look straight at him. Man, that dude wanted to run that red light bad than a motherfucker, so I just did him a favor and I took off to the right. Bam, I guess he was going to the left, right? So I said, damn, that was strange than a motherfucker, right? So check this out. I said, I better be on guard tonight, you know what I'm saying? Because it's something, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, right? So as I'm sitting in the front seat, I'm sitting there, and I'm playing it off again like I'm asleep. Guess who pulls up? The same dude in the truck. And I'll never forget it. It's like a bluish, greenish, dark greenish, bluish, newer Silverado Chevy, right? Mexican dude driving. And the other dude in the Rogue, he's Mexican dude too, right? And I said, oh, this is the same motherfucker from the other day. It sure is, right? So, like I said, I came back over here. I'm over here for about 30 minutes resting, right? I'm thinking, man, I better not fall asleep, right? I better not fall asleep. So I drink me a V8 Energy, bam, right? It got me up a little bit. I'm chilling, right? The dude in the truck passes back by. I'm like, whoa, I left him way over there on Euclid and 94, right? So bam, a few minutes later, the dude in the Rogue comes back by. He sped by real fast. But, since I was trailing him on the freeway, I got to know the taillights real good. You know what I'm saying? And then I looked it up online and bam, yep, that's it, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is, and this ain't no bullshit, man. This is real. The motherfucker, you don't believe me. I got all kind of videos of this shit that I'm telling you about. It appears the San Diego police want me dead, deceased, gone, outro. Let me tell you a couple of things. I have a real bad bladder infection, which people with spinal cord injuries like myself, I'm disabled, are susceptible to, right? Okay, it's a couple of years back, I tried to go get treatment for it at what do you call that? Lord have mercy, hospital. You know what I'm saying? Mercy Hospital, to be exact, for black people. Lord have mercy. I go to try to get treatment, right? They go in there, and the doctor takes me in there. He says, yeah. He says, oh, boy. He said, this is a bad one, man. He says, oh. He says, I'm going to have to hit your artery. The only way we can fix this is if we got to hit an artery with some medication. I'm like, wait a minute, man. I ain't never heard of no shit like that. Man, what are you saying? He said, that's the special medication we got to give you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, I ain't never heard of no shit like that, right? Man, check this out. They sent a lady in there. I guess she was a phlebotomist or whatever, right? She started crying, man. She couldn't do it. She said, lift your arm up, right? And she tapped around between my tricep and my bicep on the inside, and she found the artery, right? And she started crying when she was going to do it, right? She just started crying, right? And she said, I can't find the vein. It was right there. I saw it. She put the rubber band on me and everything, man. Right? And she just started crying, man, and she left. And then I looked at this. I'm like, oh, shit. I said, what the hell going on? I said, no. I said, I'm out of here, man. I just left. You know what I'm saying? I just cut. Another time I tried to do it. This was at UCSD. They gonna send me to a motherfucking a hospice over in Point Loma, and they wanted to give me the same thing. They said, we got to hit you with this medication right now. What in your artery? No, I ain't never heard of that. I'm not going for it. And there was a whole bunch of people there that was dying and shit, right? And I'm like, oh man, I don't want to be here, man. I got to go, man. I don't want to be here. People in here dying and shit. I got to go, right? So I left. I wasn't going to sit up there and motherfucker dying and shit. Man, I'm too young to be there. So I cut, right? I left there. And believe me, ever since 2016, all this bullshit has been happening, man, and more. I'm telling you, the helicopter escorts me around at night. I got videos to prove it. You know what I'm saying? They escort me around at night. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers make phone calls and say, here he come. He's coming to your establishment. He's coming to your business and all that. They got my shit GPS'd out. They got my phones hooked up. They got my car hooked up. Everything. I'm telling you, this may sound bizarre to you. But I'm telling you, if you look into what I'm telling you, you will see that it's real. I have people that know that what I'm telling you is real because they've actually seen it themselves and they know what I go through, right? I wrote a letter to the mayor of San Diego specifying this that I'm telling to you online. I haven't received a response yet. I also wrote to the district attorney, San Diego. I also wrote to the, somewhere else, the clerk. I sent a copy of it to the clerk, the city, county clerk. Right, because this shit is getting out of hand and it's scary. You know what I mean? So I'm going to send this video over to the mayor's office and everywhere else. You know what I mean? That's what I'm going to do. I have to. I think my life is at stake. It's real shit. Like I said, Roy Anthony Mason, 57 years old, handicapped, tall, 6'2", 310 pounds. That's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you what they trying to do. Ain't no bullshit.